Hello, my name is Megan Quinn and my enrolment number is 30305730. In this video I will be discussing what team building skills are needed to meet realistic and achievable goals. There are three main types of teams: cross-functional teams, project teams and work teams. I work in pest control in the production control office, therefore I work in a work team as we all work together to reach the same goal each week, which is to support the production line and manage deliveries of parts. It is extremely important to work together as a team, as if we didn't, the production line would have no stock or incorrect parts to build the scheduled cars. As well as this, it also affects our warehouse, which hold our stock locally, and these warehouses would be unorganised and absolutely chaotic. There would be wrong parts in different areas, which could lead to a lot of issues, especially with quality. My daily jobs will support other members of my team. If I complete certain jobs early, I will always ask anyone in my team if they need support on any tasks. For example, I take a lot of stock takes for people to make sure our stock is 100% correct, because if our stock is not 100% correct, we could actually run out of our products, which means our production would stop. I work in chassis, who look after all chassis suppliers. I asked everyone in my team to partake in Belbum's Team Roles quiz. Belbum's quiz proposed that teams that have a wide range of team roles are believed to perform better than those where there is an imbalance of roles because of certain roles are overrepresented. However, my team disagree with that. There are many roles that should be covered during a typical team. See Appendix B for more information. However, within my team we are mostly shapers. This also includes me. We are either all mostly shapers or like half shapers and half with another type of role. Like one of my team members was half shaper and half implementer. Belbum's quiz believed that our team is not complete. However, our jobs benefit from being shapers. My team deal with high pressure environments every single day and need to make important decisions to avoid stopping the plant. We need to manage our own suppliers daily, and shapers are believed to be very good suppliers. Shapers are useful for decisions like this, which is most likely why we ended up in a high pressure environment such as parts control. We need to be managing a shop floor supervisor, not telling us we have no parts, so we will stop the line. So we need to be also managing our suppliers to try and get these parts in as soon as possible. Although having many shapers can lead to conflict, we manage it. This is because our conflict is actually related to work rather than personal conflict. So we all try and avoid conflict because we all understand our main priority is the shop floor running successfully. So we put aside our differences and we try to do what's best for the plant rather than letting an argument get in the way. For example, two of the main shapers in our group, so the highest shapers in our group, are on opposite ends of the table because they work in completely different separate ways. They believe in how they work completely differently, so it's easier to manage them by putting them separately, which helps our team. However, they do work together often. They can work together, which is still very good as well. Chassis also understands Adair's work, see Appendix C. Adair believed that to manage a team, you also have to manage the individuals and manage the task. As many of us are shapers, we all manage ourselves and our tasks ourselves. We also switch around tasks to suit other people's workloads. We manage that independently rather than seeing our manager about it, just because we understand our tasks more than what he understands it as, because he trusts us enough to let us get on with our tasks within parts control because we are experienced in it now. This shows that we have independent skills, and we will also work well together as a team because we can all discuss on what tasks should go to who and stuff like that. This links to what leadership style my manager is. His leadership style is relating to consistent pattern of behaviour that characterises a leader. I believe that my senior takes a mixture of democratic and laissez-faire leadership. Democratic leadership are management that are making final decisions, but they include team members in the decision-making process. Laissez-faire management is giving their team members a lot of freedom in how they do their work and how they set their deadlines. I believe my senior is both leadership styles as he only gets involved when we ask for support with certain issues. For example, if the line is stopping, we will ask for help on how to resolve this issue just because he needs to know what is going on as well. My team all manage their own supplies, which is just why they're mostly shapers. Therefore, my senior only needs to be involved when there is a big issue that they can't solve themselves, for example, stopping the line. This is extremely useful as it gives you the creative space to resolve a problem yourself and gives you the independence you need, but he still offers his help. This shows my senior is a successful leadership style because we all agree with how that is ran. To conclude, this shows that he has understood our issues and understands how we work, but it also supports us to make sure that we are doing everything correctly that we need to do. My skills which support my team are communication, listening, problem solving, decision making and time management and training. For example, I have good communication skills because I communicate with the shop floor about many issues / deliveries. As well as this, I also present in the section meetings regarding shop floor downtime, and I also lead the meetings occasionally, which builds on my communication skills a lot as it's in front of management, so it makes me a lot more confident to speak with my management team. Another example for my skills is listening. I listen because I'm always answering phones about supply concerns. It is very difficult sometimes as a lot of our team supplies are foreign. However, we reduce this by trying to listen slowly and talking slowly to make sure that what we're saying is what they can understand and what they're saying we can understand also. Another skill I have is problem solving. For example, when we ran out of mastic due to a facility breakdown, mastic is a type of glue that we use to put on the windshields of a car. I went down to final line, which is where all the cars leave the workshop once they're completed, and I knew that final line, each shift at final lines, there's 2 lines, so technically 5 shifts have their own little box that they keep all their own consumables in. I knew this, so I went down onto final line to look in each shift's cupboards, and I actually found some mastic that we could use even though we technically ran out, which is something that my trainer, when they were training me about this product, told me about. However, no one realised this, so I was able to solve this problem by remembering that they all have a little stash of this glue, so we actually avoided stopping the line. Another example is decision making. I show this very well by deciding on what tasks have priority in a high pressure environment such as parts control. For example, I dropped all my work that day to go count parts which would stop the line because of a late delivery. This made sure that we knew exactly what stock we had, because if we left it a chance, we could actually have less stock than what's on the system, which is very, very, very dangerous game to play. So I went down to make sure that our stock was 100% correct. Another skill I have is time management. I manage time by ensuring all Nissan products come in on time. I ring suppliers, I will email them just to make sure that they are doing what they say they're doing. I often ask for estimated time of deliveries to make sure that someone will be there to offload them, for example. A final skill that I have is training. For example, we have placement students come in every year and I train them on consumable products and day-to-day tasks. This helps me understand my job role a lot more because I'm actually processing it to make sure that someone else understands it. As well as this, it helps me build relationships with the new placement student, which will help them integrate in our team better. Across cultures believe that teams are largely responsible for getting viable ideas and suggestions up the organisation. This is because individuals may not have the confidence or persuasive ideas as a team would be. A team's purpose is to allow all employees to complete their tasks more efficiently. Working in a team does this as it increases the skills of a group. Their skills have increased because there's more employees, so more employees equals more skills. Some benefits of working in a team include flexibility, trust and efficiency. Flexibility is a huge benefit to working in a team, as other team members will not be able to pick up work if another team member is busy. For example, when I'm at college every Wednesday, Joanne, who is a member of my team, covers my work. Whenever she is off, I do the same for her. For example, Lisa, who's another member of my team, is off tomorrow. I will be covering her consumables, which is the mastic and the glue that I was talking about. Trust within a team is formed over time. It is a huge benefit, as you know, a task will have been set to be completed to the best standard they have produced. Efficiency is also a huge benefit from working in a team. It helps you spread the workload out within the team so everything will be completed in time, rather than one person trying to complete everything. However, some disadvantages of working in a team include not working well in a team, blaming each other for failure, and lack of communications. Although this can lead to bad teamwork, confrontation, there's always ways to improve these situations. One way to improve teamwork is to do team building activities outside of work. This will improve communication and having the team enjoy each other's company even outside of work. This was very useful for me when I started joining Nissan. When I came into Nissan, I was very nervous and I didn't know who you could talk to and who you couldn't, because I thought you couldn't actually talk to management unless there was a reason for it. So when I was doing these team building activities, it made me understand and get to know them as a person, which was very, very comforting, as I will be spending a lot of time with them. So I get along with my team a lot more better from actually going out and having a meal with them or something like that. Another way to improve teamwork is to outline goals and create a time scale, understand if the goal is achievable. This will avoid errors and mistakes, which will reduce blame or failure within the team. This is also very useful. When I first started, my senior sat me down and said, this is where we want you to be in this period of time, which is easy to follow and very, very useful, so then you know how your progression will be made, especially with it working within a team as well. A final way to improve team is to reward good results. This will help people who are uncomfortable working in a team understanding what they're doing well. This will overall encourage people to give their full potential within a team, even if they are feeling uncomfortable when they first start a team. I think this is also a very good way of helping people feel more comfortable within a team. Like, for example, appraisals. For my appraisal, my senior will ask everyone within my team how they think I'm getting on, which is very, very useful because it makes me think how I could work better in a team. For example, I could sit with someone and do a one-to-one with them so then I can understand their job better, so I can take on some stuff from them. During my first few weeks of a trainee admin assistant, I was partnered up with another 11 apprentices. Since meeting each other, we have all followed Tuckman's theory, see Appendix A. Not only does Tuckman consider how a team feels as it's coming together, it also follows the team through the whole completion of the project. At the beginning, we were very unfamiliar to each other, and we were trying to stand out in Nissan on our own rather than as a team. This shows that we were at the forming stage. After a few weeks, we went to Derwent Hill for our team build. This is where we participated in many activities to make us bond together. Our goals for that week or so was to make sure that our communication skills were coming together a lot better, show that our time management skills were coming together because our tasks that we were set were all timed, and to make sure that we were feeling comfortable and confident to talk with each other in the team because we will be spending a lot of time with each other. At the beginning of this trip, we related to the storming stage as we weren't as comfortable as a team. However, I feel like my communication skills were breaking down the barriers of other team members had. I naturally wanted to encourage people to communicate to see what was the best approach for certain tasks we would do. We started to get to know each other more, but we were still seeing ourselves as individuals at this time. Some activities we completed started to build on our strengths and weaknesses. For example, I feared trusting that people would complete the job. I feared that people would not complete the job as well without me checking up on them. However, One of our tasks, I was blindfolded and guided through an assault course, which allowed me to have faith in all members of the team that they would complete their end of their project. This was when our team hit the Norman stage. We felt comfortable and started to work together like a team. Now a year after the team build, I think my trainee team are in the performance stage. We have worked great as a team and completed our level 3 business. However, our teamwork still continues to improve as new tasks are thrown at us. For example, our foundation degree this year. We support each other through the stress of our jobs as well as studying a part-time foundation degree. This shows how successful we have become within working as a team. We're always there to support each other through the struggles of our education or any struggles we have at work as well. Overall, this shows how important teamwork is. With successful teamwork examples to back this up, teamwork should be used throughout an organisation. It will help with efficiency and accuracy within the workplace. It will help you build important relationships which will help you further down the line. Teamwork is a vital part of our organisation to survive. Thank you for listening.